Hi, team. I'm Fitz Koehler.
And I'm Rudy Novotny.
And we are Team Noisy. We are your weekend race announcers and host of the OC Marathon Show. Super excited for this weekend, Rudy.
It's going to be fantastic. SDCCU, OC Marathon. It's like it's homecoming.
It is. We love this weekend because it's kind of like a family reunion. I feel like this is the weekend we announce where the most of our friends show up, and then we make the most new friends.
And you've announced quite a few races by now, but let me see, which was the first one?
That's right. This race, OC Marathon, and race director Gary Kutscher is the first person who gave me a shot as a race director.
Smart man.
That's right.
Brilliant man.
I know. It's home base.
Who suggested that to Gary?
I was just going to say you did.
Smart man. Brilliant man.
Okay, let's stop fawning over ourselves and let's bring in our leadership team, the two people running the entire show. So we've got our race director, G-Money, Gary Kutscher, and our program director, Kelsey Peterson.
Hello.
Well, hi, everybody.
So
this is exciting. We're just a few days away. So are you guys ready?
Oh, yeah. My mouth is like on fire, ready.
Did you get your voices back after Big Sur?
Yeah, we could probably use another day or so.
Yeah. You know what? I have found that my body will do anything it needs to do to be at my best for your race. No matter what's going wrong, I can hack it at the OC Marathon.
That's right.
It's absolutely true. I have actually heard you on Thursday or Friday, and I'm like, how are you going to do this? And next thing you know, your voice is perfect. It's clear. It's crisp. It's like, and if you remember, we have our giant kids run on Saturday. And by the time that's over, and I've been yelling at parents, never at kids, for 4 hours trying to get them to be reunited with their parents. I do lose my voice every single year. So it's amazing that you guys can keep yours.
You know what I have to say about that, Gary? Wimp. That's it.
Wimp. Oh, nice. Excuse me. That's our boss.
Oh, wonderful. It's okay.
I represent that remark.
Yeah. So we've got some friends tuning in. They understand the assignment. So, folks, this show is all about you. We are going to cover almost all details between the start and finish of the OC Marathon race weekend, so you can make the absolute best of each event. And if you have questions, if you have comments, just use the comment section wherever you are, and we're going to take the opportunity, hi Russ, to say hello to you. If God willing, oral surgeon says so. Well, come on, Kevin.
Hey, Kevin, I wish you well with that, and I haven't seen you in forever, so sure hope to see you there. Good luck, buddy.
Love to see him in Jeremy house.
We love Jeremy.
I will be there to hug you and escort you through the finish line. Laura Broadnax. See, this is what we're saying. Like all the people we know and love, and then people we don't know yet that we love. Hi, Laura. And Tina, her first half marathon and her boyfriend's first full.
Oh, fantastic.
Joanna says hello. Oh my gosh. So we could go on forever. Keep it coming. What we want from you is to use the comment section. Tell us which race or races you are participating in this weekend and what you're most excited about. Okay, Kelsey. How are you, Kelsey?
I'm doing wonderful. I'm excited for this weekend.
Yeah, we're bringing the kids' races back.
Really, Kelsey, is it really true? The kids' races are coming back?
The kids are back, yeah, and we're so excited. We've been having bib pickups like every day this week. A lot of the coaches are excited and maybe a little bit overwhelmed having all this back, but yeah, we're stoked. We will have about 4,000 kids out there on Saturday morning, which is not quite back to normal, but still a lot of kids, so it'll still be great.
Yeah, and I know you've brought these numbers up past 10,000 in the past, but for perspective, and I'm kind of like the queen of the kid races around the country, most of them have just a couple hundred, max. So you really, 4,000 is ginormous.
Or wait a minute, to add a little more perspective, we just, as you know, we just came back from the Big Sur International Marathon, which was amazing.
Yeah.
The marathon itself, the marathon total was a little less than 5,000, and you're talking about 4,000 kids. That's awesome.
Yeah.
awesome.
All right.
Yeah,
And we
so-
have some comments. So here they come. Marlene's running her first OC marathon or
Yeah,
half,
half
sorry. Hector, first timer at the OC half, recently did Malibu half. Nice. April, been trying to contact. Oh boy, sorry. We'll handle that offline, sweetie. Email. Okay, I keep going back there. Combo crush for Julie. First half marathon for Lisette Felix. That's a fun name, and that's easy to say, which I appreciate.
Yes.
Super excited and nervous. Morgan Casarena.
Yeah.
Hey, if
A
anyone's
lot of
nervous,
first timers.
a lot. That's because you're enticing. You've created a product that's really fun, and the word gets out, and people are, they know they're going to have a good time. And that's really the thing is, if you have nervous energy, put it away, because this is not like war or cancer. This is fun. This is athletic adventure with a bunch of cool people. You go walk in, you go
know who
running.
else is doing their first?
Who's doing
My
their first?
son is doing his first marathon on Sunday.
Oh, wow.
Oh. Which one?
Nathan is doing, my youngest is doing his first full marathon on Sunday. So we're excited about that.
How old is Nathan now?
He just turned 18.
Perfect.
And he's going to be doing, he's going to be running at his new college in Arizona in the fall. So this is exciting for him to get the marathon in. And so it's really, a proud dad to go, oh, my son's going to be running our marathon. It's exciting.
Well, he crushed the half marathon in November.
Yeah, he did. And so, and he beat his PR on that one by 11 or 12 minutes. So this is really good. Rudy, do you remember those times having your PR for 12 minutes?
Yeah. No, I don't remember. It's been that long.
Wasn't that the Kennedy administration?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was Kennedy. Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, officially the winner of the 18 to 24 age group is Nathan Kutscher, and so it's a race for second.
Yeah, well,
really,
we'll see.
That's really exciting. Very exciting.
Yeah, it really is.
All right. Oh boy, we have so many first timers coming from Minnesota.
You know what though? On a serious note, when I really believe, the word gets out that you put on a quality event and you get first timers, to me, that's really a big trust issue too. They are trusting you with that experience, that first marathon experience, half marathon experience, 5K experience, whatever it is. If it's the first time, they know they want to know that they're being taken care of, and they trust that you guys, will put on a great show, which of course you do. We know that. But first timers haven't had the opportunity to see it yet. So that's pretty awesome. Great job.
It's a really interesting thing this year because we just had our race in November. And so we know how LA had a shortened, time frame between their race and us to a certain extent. What we are noticing, and this is the most exciting part, I think, our numbers aren't exactly where they'd like to be on the half marathon. We're still up a good number on the full marathon, which is exciting. But we have a tool in our database where we can check and see of all the new runners on any given day, 50 runners, 80 runners a day. And then we can see how many of them are brand new. And you know that we've been getting almost 70% brand new people to our registration almost every day. It's incredible. So there's going to be a lot of new faces you guys haven't ever seen at the OC, and we haven't either. And so we really want to do a great job and show all of them the great volunteers we have, the beautiful scenery we have, and all the other exciting stuff.
Wow.
Fantastic. That's an amazing stat, Gary.
It's incredible. It's crazy. Yeah.
And
go ahead.
I was just going to say, and the comments are coming in. These folks are doing such a good job. And we asked a question and they're giving us great answers. It's relentless. Combo Crush. So many combo athletes are coming for not one or two beautiful medals. They're taking home a third.
And of course, we have the other side of things. We have legacy people.
That's right.
Is that Leo? Right down there.
Right here, yeah. Steve.
There he is.
100 plus half marathon legacy. Woo! We love our legacy. How many legacies do we have?
Leo's ran every single race since 2004. So that's a pretty cool statistic there.
Amazing.
Yeah, that's like our legends now. They call them like the grizzled vets or something up there, Big Sur, right?
The grizzled vets. Yep.
It's pretty cool.
And so we were having a question, Hector. We will answer this at some point during the show. It's not where we're going to go first, but we will get their advice for first timers. So I actually want to dive right into the weekend. And the things I'd like to go over are, let's pretend we're talking to a first time racer, someone who's never participated in any race, and they live in Minnesota. So they're coming to town and we want to give them all the scoop that they need to know. So Expo starts Friday. Where is it and what time?
So the Expo starts at 4 p.m. on Friday. The address is 88 Fair Drive, and it is the OC Fair and Event Center. So it really is the heart of Orange County. It's a great facility. We've been there for, I think this is our 13th or 14th year at the fairgrounds. So it really is a tremendous finish line. The start line is down there in Newport. We'll get there in just a minute. But so the Expo starts at 4 o'clock on Friday and then continues on Saturday from 10 until 5. And then all day on Saturday as well. Well, really starting at 1 o'clock, we have a brand new exciting festival called Celebrate OC. And Celebrate OC is come out and join us for a celebration of Orange County. We have a number of food vendors there and some good craft beer. We're going to have White Claw. We're going to have all kinds of fun things there. And we have 6 bands on the main stage all day long. And then most exciting, we have the LA Rams. Super Bowl LA Rams are going to be there. We're going to have the
and this is Friday?
No,
Saturday.
it's on Saturday.
Okay.
I jumped right over to Saturday
Okay.
for the second part of the Expo. But we're going to have the Angels are there, and the Ducks, and I mean it's the Galaxy, and they're all going to be there with their own activations, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So we want people to I mean, Friday's a good day, but if you're going to run the 5K, this is for that person in Minnesota who's coming out here and going to do that combo crush. If you're going to do the 5K, come on out on Saturday midday, enjoy a full day of festival, fun things to do and see, and then do the 5K at 5 p.m.
And this is the type of thing that you tell even your friends who are totally opposed to running and walking. I would never do that. I cannot do that. Just tell them to come and hang out with us because it's just a really fun time.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
it's a lot of fun. Go ahead, Kelsey.
We've been getting a lot of questions on that info line actually about people who say, is the event free to attend for my family members or my spectators? And we're actually welcoming the whole community. So everything that's there is free to attend. You don't need a bib or anything. So we'd love for you to bring your wife, your kids, your whole family out there.
Absolutely.
Now, and this, just to be clear, is it adjacent to the Expo Hall?
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
So,
the main
festival.
the whole
so the
main
Expo
mall.
will be taking place in the hall, and then outside in the main mall will be all of these exhibits in the outdoor area.
Okay. So when people attend the Expo, that's where they show up and get their bibs and their race shirts. You don't get your medal until you cross the finish line.
Oh.
That's right. You got to do the deed first. But what else can they expect from the Expo as far as vendors and shopping opportunities?
Well, listen, our title sponsor is San Diego County Credit Union, and they will be there. A great activation, all kinds of fun things that they do at their booth with photo opportunities and some fun stuff, and a couple
Mm-hmm.
surprises. We have Kia has come in as our Kia America for our automotive sponsor. We have Koros, the best GPS watch, I think. Iliad Kipchoge, if it's good enough for the fastest marathoner in the world, then certainly. And then the fastest trail runner, Kilian Jornet, is now a Koros athlete. And then the most exciting part about the Koros stuff is we have what's called the Legacy Lounge. If you've ran with us 3 years in a row, or you're one of those legends, you get to come in the Legacy Lounge where you get an extra drink, you get pizza, some fun things. And then we have named it the Koros Legacy Lounge. So you could be brand new. We talked about all those brand new runners who are part of the event this year. Make sure you're wearing one of those Koros watches, or wait till you get there to the Expo. They're going to have a great booth there. You can buy your new Koros. You can see all the different models that Koros has, from the Pace, which is the Iliad Kipchoge watch, to the Apex, to the Apex Pro. All kinds of great stuff. So that's going to be great stuff. Like I had said earlier, we have Yamava is a new sponsor for our stage. So they're a great casino here in Southern California. We have Kia is our automotive sponsor, Kia America. They're going to be the car that we're going to have as our pace car for all 8 heats of the kids run on Saturday morning. They're going to be out there for the 5K. They're going to be out there for the Sunday. So go ahead, Fitz. What?
Will they bring out the hamsters, the dancing hamsters?
No. But they will bring out the brand new. If you guys want to see a beautiful, beautiful car, their new EV6, which are in such short supply. I mean, you can't hardly find them. They're going to have one of those there. So it's one of the most beautiful new cars that a company's ever come up with, and it's their EV6. It's stunning. So
that's the pace car for all the races too.
That is the pace car.
And then, so as far as the expo goes, there's tons of shopping. We'll find apparel and fanny pack and body glide.
The drinks that we'll have there. So we'll have wine in the expo, wine tasting from Lavendi Winery. And then we also will have White Claw, which is a new sponsor that just came in. And then outside in the Celebrate OC Festival, we have a couple awesome local breweries as well. So there's lots of things to taste and try too.
Well, and then we have so many good new partners this year, and it's so exciting. It's probably the most exciting. We have Cure alkaline water that is just soft and silky when you drink it. It's a 10 alkaline. And then we have a new prebiotic hydration drink called Vibi, like VIBI plus, Vibi plus. And this drink it's got just a nice subtle flavor. There's 3 or 4 different flavors. I can't tell you how much we enjoy them at the office. We have them. We had some ambassadors at a recent run. Everyone loved this stuff. So everyone gets to take home a bottle of Vibi when they go through the expo, as well as every finisher is going to get one also. And so this stuff is healthy. It's, in fact, May, believe it or not, you probably don't even know this, is gut health. I mean, for your, it's gut health month. And who knew they even had that? And who knew? And so Vibi is really partnering up with that, and to get the awareness of just how important having a prebiotic is to a healthy gut. So it's pretty exciting.
I love it. So we're getting a pretty good question here is, will they be getting final race instructions and bib numbers soon?
Yeah, so you can go on the website right now and look up your bib number on the race tracker. But we plan to send bib numbers, shuttles, and corrals first thing tomorrow morning. So they should get it before noon tomorrow. The official final instruction email. A lot of that is available on the website, but that should come out before noon tomorrow.
Fantastic. And a word to the wise for everybody is these 2 people they will not likely sleep until Monday. They will have 0 sleep between now and Monday because they have a mountain of stuff to accomplish. So please utilize ocmarathon.com. That website is jam-packed with everything you need to know. Plus, we're doing this show. So if you have a question about your start time or the bus location or parking or anything else, please just go look it up instead of emailing them or calling them, because they really are under a mountain of obligations. And they haven't asked me to do that, but
it's totally
we announce
true.
races all around the country every weekend, and we see the chaos the race director team has to endure.
And you have to understand something really important here. You're seeing just 2 of the huge staff.
Yeah, 2.
Okay, so the staff is hold on, let me see. Other than Gary and Kelsey,
Gary and Kelsey.
It's Gary and Kelsey.
That's right. There's nobody else. It's so please go easy on them. Do your due diligence. Look at the website. Look at the social media. The answers are there if you look.
Seriously, it is all there in the FAQs. Right. Gary?
Well, listen, that's a very nice thing, Rudy, but we do have a tremendous group of people behind us from our we couldn't do it without Jody and Lisa from Book That Event to do all of our operations. And then, we have great partners all the way through the line that are going to be there to help you with solutions. If you have any problem with your bib, if you have any issues with not showing up for your legacy or your beach cities or something else, we have a great staff that's going to be there to help you out with all of that. So no one should go away without their problem being solved. And then just our main team that we have out there that helps move all the barricades around and sets a start line. And I mean, it takes really truly an army to do this. And we just happen to be two of the point people.
Absolutely.
Understood.
Absolutely. The heart. But yeah, two main men. You're one of the main men, Kelsey. Congratulations. So Friday Expo, it's again between 4 and 9. Is that correct?
4 and 8.
4 and 8. And then it reopens on Saturday. What are the Expo hours?
10 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Saturday.
10 a.m. to 5 p.m. And if you're running the 5K or walking the 5K, you need to pick up your race bib by what time?
I would say you want to arrive by 3 o'clock, if not earlier, with all the fun stuff that we have to do. There's no reason not to just come out and enjoy it, but that 4 o'clock hour every year gets totally crazy. So make sure you're there at least by 3, and then you'll have a less stressful experience.
Well, wait just a second. Hands up, man. If they get there at 3, what are they going to miss? They're going to miss the first half hour of what?
Team Noisy Happy Hour in the Koros Lounge.
At the Koros Legacy Lounge at 2:30, we have the Team Noisy Meetup. So listen, there's no reason to wait till 3 o'clock to get there. Get there at 1:30 or 2. Listen to some great music and we have some the K-Rock, KROQ on the Odyssey radio station. It's the world famous K-Rock. We have DJs from there going to be out there on the main stage as well. That's going to be super exciting. So seriously, make a day of it. Come out there and listen to K-Rock, listen to the bands we have. Make sure you stop what you're doing and go see Team Noisy at 2:30. It really is a full day.
Now, Gary, Celebrate OC, that whole part of the celebration and the festival, what time does that start on Saturday?
It starts at 1 o'clock. Really, we're going to probably start the DJs around 12:30, but really 1 o'clock is when we're saying we're kicking it off. And then at 1:15, we actually have this amazing BMX bike demonstration right in front of the main stage. You guys have been there plenty of times. So many people who are on this haven't. It's going to be a giant BMX demonstration where they have these ramps. They're going to fly over people and go crazy high in the air. So that's from 1:15 till 2 o'clock. So really, that's going to kind of kick off that whole Celebrate OC. And then again, the music, the DJs from K-Rock and all the other exciting stuff.
Do you think they would jump over Rudy? Do you think we could volunteer Rudy?
Great, yeah. Let's try that one.
I've seen them jump over people in the video. So if you want to volunteer yourself,
they said they want to jump over me because I'm a lot shorter.
Long enough to do a run.
That's right. That's right. So yes, and the Team Noisy Happy Hour, that's 2:30. We want everyone to come. We want to hang out with our old friends and make new friends. So just stop by, no cost. We just want to see everybody and share some hugs.
Oh, I thought it was $20.
And that's right.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, I am going to interrupt this conversation for a video preview. This is actually some of the fun we had in November.
Ta-da!
Ta-da! Just a little.
That's really good, Fitz.
Just
Thank
a
you.
taste. Just a little taste.
Yeah. which is hopefully high pressure for everybody to smile big the whole time so they can get in the video.
There was a lot of happiness right there, wasn't there?
Oh, yeah.
So much love.
And there was a comment that we didn't actually put up yet. Someone said, are you bringing it back in November? They had such a good time having that race in November. Are you going to do it again? Let them know right now, Gary.
No, it's the first Sunday in May. Next year, it's going to be May 7th. So everyone put that on your calendars already. But, we have our OC Fair Fun Run, which will take place on August 7th this year. Then our Run for Applause. And Kelsey and I have been kicking around some ideas for a different fall race as well. So there may be something coming up. So we'll see.
Exciting. Okay.
But I am totally also in favor of you putting on the OC Marathon weekend twice a year. So just
hey, 3 times.
At the moment,
we're available.
I can't see it right now. I'm really looking forward to Monday right now. The way things are going, it's a lot of stuff.
It's a lot of stuff. No, it is. It is. So going back to Saturday, and the grown-ups and the families of the 5K. 5K starts at 5 p.m. Do not park your car at 4:30. That is not going to be an effective way to manage this day. I mean, you probably will never make it through the crowds and get your bib and get to the start line in time. But the whole reason you come out for this weekend is to be a part of the experience. You can go run or walk 3.1 miles alone any day of the week. This is about being part of this incredible community. We have a heck of a lot of fun at the start line, don't we?
We do. It's and you don't want to stress yourself out. It's just unreasonable to think you're going to, zoom on up in half an hour and get all that stuff done and have a good fun time. Yeah. As Gary and Kelsey both mentioned, there's going to be so much going on. Please come early.
Yeah. And again, even if you're not like, I don't care about a band, fine. You just still need to get there early to get the race experience. The race itself requires you to show up early. Is there parking fees at the fairgrounds?
Yeah, there is. It's a $10 fee to park there. Okay. It's just I think that's actually very reasonable compared to a lot of the the other places we go. But yeah, it's a $10 fee. And there's just no way around there. I mean, there is some parking over at the college that you may be able to get, but it's not that easy to get to, and it's a decent walk. So just plan on paying $10. They prefer credit cards. They will accept cash, but just plan on bringing a credit card, and then and also bring your ID for if you have you want one of those adult beverages, and then at the expo. Thank you for bringing up parking. We do have pre-parking. You get passes, so you can go ahead and purchase your parking pass when you come into the expo, and that way it makes it so much easier. You already have your pass. You just show it as soon as you drive through, and it keeps the lines moving, really quick on that Sunday morning, because we haven't got there yet. But on Sunday morning, everyone comes there to the fairgrounds. They need to get on those. That's the finish line, and they need to get on, one of those 70 buses that are going to be there. And so it's really a madhouse. 6,000, 7,000 cars will get there in a matter of a couple hours. So you really got to give yourself some time.
Yeah. And you just put your pass on your windshield or flaunt it as you drive in.
That's it. Yeah, exactly.
Perfect. Okay. So we skipped over a very important part of Saturday.
What do we do?
Kelsey, we got the kids' races Saturday morning.
Yeah, absolutely. We're starting at 8 a.m. So 8 to noon, and actually we, for the first time ever, still have registration open. So if you have some kiddos in your family that want to come out and run, they can still sign up and come out and run with us. We have heats all morning until noon, and lots of fun out there. Tons of kids, and they're all running their 1 mile as their final mile to their marathon. So a lot of excitement for those kids. So that'll be till noon, and then those people can make their way over to the Celebrate OC Festival right after that.
And then on the website, it shows the times for the heat. So if a mom has a 10-year-old, she'll know that she needs to have Johnny at the start line at 8:30 or whatever it is, correct?
At 9:30, yes.
Yes.
Okay.
And you'll want to go to the Kids Run the OC website for that part of it. So either kidsrun.com or kidsruntheoc.org. Both of those URLs will work.
I'm sharing that. Hold on. Yeah, kids run the OC.org.
Yeah, so that
Coming
opens
right
up with, it opens up with 2 of what we call the open heats. If your child happens to have soccer or some other commitment at 10 o'clock or 10:30, and that's right when you would have been running, we have a heat that begins at 8 o'clock, and that's for 9 and up. And then we have one at 8:30 that is 8 and under. And then at 9 o'clock, we begin with the 11-year-olds and higher, 11, 12, 13. And then every half hour after that, we go 10s, 9s, 8s, 7s, and 6s. And we, wrap up with the 6 and unders at 11:30.
And it is so flipping cute. I mean, I just die up there with these 3-year-olds coming across the finish line. I mean, even if you don't have kids, it's a spectator event. It's so fun to line the streets and cheer for these kids, and they're just so adorable.
Don't you like how when they take off, they always just so methodically go slow before they start picking up speed?
Oh yeah, right.
Never. Yeah. And no matter how much we try to convince them that everybody gets a medal and, please slow down, don't take off so nobody falls. They can't restrain themselves. I wish I had such a need for speed.
Now, Gary and Kelsey, I just want to, for anybody listening, is registration for kids open at this time, or is that closed and done?
No, you could still register for the kids run. So
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah. And that's at kidsruntheoc.org is where you register.
Yeah, and actually kidsrun.com works just as well. So kidsrun.com, you can register on there through Saturday and then pick up your bib on Saturday morning at the information tent.
And Kelsey, what are the distances for the kids?
So it's just 1 mile. All of the heats are 1 mile.
All of them. Okay. I thought we had something shorter for some of the younger, but it's mile. Okay.
1 mile. Yeah.
Now listen, Rudy, it's okay that you actually had to ask that question because the kids run.
Thank you, Gary. Thank you.
I know. I'm going to explain why though. The kids run and the marathon. It has been 1,092 days since we had an in-person kids run or an in-person marathon. So I totally understand maybe forgetting that little detail.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Very, very nice. And do we want moms and dads to walk or run with their children?
No, we actually do not. When you have individual heats that already have 700, 800 kids in it, and you get, even a decent percentage of parents, it just gets crazy. Plus, these kids have been running in the programs. They're going to be just fine. It's a closed course. The kids do great out there. We have an unbelievable reunion area for the parents to meet them. The kids go into a very safe chute with all kinds of parent volunteers that are there that reunite the parents to their kids with the bib numbers. So yeah. And then we have, each school has multiple coaches out there in each heat. And with 80 different schools, you're going to have probably 150 different adult coaches out there during every heat. So there's really no reason for a mom or a dad to have to be out there, and there are those circumstances for special needs, or we do allow kindergarten kids to have their parents out there, but we do ask that they register.
Yeah. And I'm looking forward to seeing the dolphins and the Mustangs and the Gators out there, all the little mascots. Hey, a reminder to the parents while you're recording from the sidelines, hopefully, if you record in vertical position, your phone, then the video will show up on your TV screen or computer as a weird little skinny video. So only do this if you only want to do an Instagram story. If you want to record your kids and watch it on your television set, record in widescreen. That's always important parent tips. Don't you think? Tech tips. Tech tip for race day. And then the kids get some goodies as they cross the finish line. They get their medal and then they get some snacks.
Yeah. Absolutely. So at the kids run, we have Cure Water for them, and we will have a banana, and we will have some bars that have been donated by Mother's Market.
Dole fruit cups.
Dole fruit cups, yeah. So they'll get a good amount of refreshments after the race for sure.
Perfection. All right. Anything else you want to cover on Kids Run? Or we feel like we beat that today?
No, I think we're pretty good.
We got it. All right. Yeah. Then let's jump straight to the 5K. Gary, 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock. We changed the course starting in last November. So now the course actually begins right where all the marathon and half marathon finish the next day. So that's kind of exciting. They see the great big finish structure, and that's where they start their race. And then they do the 5K. We use Orange Coast College like we always have. It's really a good flat course. There are a fair number of corners in it, but they do go right through the Pacific Amphitheater, so you can see the stage where all the big acts have played over the years. And then they finish just before the main stage. And so they'll finish their race a couple 100 yards. You know, we moved it back just a little bit from last time. And so when they finish, they're going to be hearing a great band on the main stage, and they'll move right into the main finish festival. So it's going to be a very short walk after they get their medal, their Dole Fruit Cup, their water, their other goodies that they have there, and right into the the food and the adult beverages and everything else at the Finish Line Festival.
Yeah, it's such a fun event, and we still have room for registration, correct?
We do. Yeah, registration is open in all events right now. We're very close to selling out on the full marathon from what we have, but the other events we're fine on.
Okay, so if you're watching thinking, I've never done a race before, we've had a senior citizen home come out and do it. If you can roam through the mall for an hour, you can do a 5K. We have some speedsters, and good for them. We love them, but it's very unserious. It's all about being just a part of this community and having a fun bit of athletic adventure yourself. Go for a walk. You can walk the whole way, wear your floppy hat and your slacks and your sandals, whatever feels good to you. And you'll get the same medal as the first guy who crossed the finish line.
Now, online registration. I'm sorry?
If you're participating on Sunday morning, if you're currently just signed up for the half or full marathon, you can now sign up for the 5K on Saturday night when you come and pick up your bib. And then you get that bonus medal. So if you do the 5K on Saturday night and then the half or full on Sunday, you'll get the combo crush medal. So you'll get 2 races, 2 t-shirts, 2 and 3 medals. So it's and 2 finish line parties as well. So it's a pretty good deal. So if you want to still add that, you can add that to your half or full on Sunday.
Yeah, that's a great point, Kelsey.
Now the pressure is on. Do either of you have that combo crush medal available to show us?
I don't. It's a secret. It's we don't want to give it away yet.
Well, I'm good with that.
I'm good with that. It really isn't. I just
OC marathon medals. The SDCCU OC marathon medals have always been spectacular, and that's part of the legacy that you all have created. I know you have an artist on staff who's just pretty special.
All right, now we have some pressure.
No, they really are pretty nice. We really think these are some great medals this year, and the combo crush. It's a great point. When you get there on Saturday to get your bib, don't hesitate. Go over there, say, I'm going to add the 5K to this. And it really, it's really you're not going to be sorry that you did it. It's going to be a lot of fun. The 5K is a tremendous amount of fun. So, and it's a special deal. You get $10 or $15 less than the regular 5K cost if you already are registered for the half of the full.
That's a great deal. And it's a lot of fun. We just have a great time. And again, you can walk the whole entire way. Lisette, Felix. Now we're pressuring you, Lisette.
Do it.
That's right.
Do it. Now, online registration is open until when? I know you have to shut that down at some point, and people have to
we're going to close that down on Friday, maybe midday. We have in the past been able to keep it open, and then we just pull those people straight over and get those bibs assigned right away. So we have the ability to keep it open, but we'll have all the terminals out there. You can come out there and get registered on Friday afternoon or Saturday morning.
Kelsey, we have a question from Tina Vo. What's the cost to add on the 5K from the full or half?
I just saw that question, and
I think it's $40 is what I think.
$40, I do believe, is correct.
Yeah.
At this point, you have to do it at the Expo. So it's no longer available on our add-ins link. So just show up a little early and do it at the Expo.
And that's a whole extra race and shirt and then 2 medals for $40.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Very good. Look
And
at
the
and
party.
then Hector says, "Do it, Lisette." Oh, and then here we go. You're getting a little bit of love here, Kelsey. So cute. Yes, Leo. We can
No,
all
Leo,
agree.
you can't say that.
Little bit. And then once we finish the 5K, tell us about the band that's playing our post-race party.
We have a band called The Side Deal, which is really, it's such a great find for us. The Side Deal's local musicians, and it includes musicians from Sugar Ray, the band Sugar Ray from the 90s and 2000s, and a couple guys from the Pawn Shop Kings. Beautiful harmonies and just great singers as well, and beautiful guitar players. And so they play and a member of Train. So they have different people that come in and come out, and that's why it's kind of called The Side Deal. So people will come in. They've had everyone from Alice Cooper to come out and play, to Skunk Baxter. And so I've been told, I don't know who we're going to get, but we're going to try to get somebody as a surprise out there. So we'll see. But they play Train music, Calling All Angels and those types of things, and Drops of Jupiter. They play the Sugar Ray music. They play a lot of other. I think they have a connection to Talking Heads, and so they play Take Me to the River and a few of those. And these are pro musicians also. So we're
Awesome.
Really excited to have gotten them. It's a big deal.
Super cool. Super cool. So Lisette Felix, she's doing it. She has been peer pressured. And then
she folded.
Here, let's see. Kathy, Combo Crush is the best. You won't regret it. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, great. Randy Crane wants to know if he can have a free for all at Cold Stone. So perhaps, Randy, you know. Oh, there you go. Sebastian's on it. Do it. Everybody do it. Make the combo crush. All right. So Saturday night is a ton of fun. And I think we should jump to Sunday morning. Is there something?
Before we do that, Gary, the band will be on from about when to about when?
So that final band
Saturday.
is about 5:30 to about 6:40, about 60 to 70 minutes. So that's a long set, and then we'll have a K-Rock DJ come on and close us out. So we'll have music on the stage until 7 o'clock.
Great.
Fabulous. All right, let's talk about marathon and half marathon morning.
When's that?
Sunday.
Oh, Sunday.
Sunday. So let's talk about the parking situation first. So most of the people will go to the fairgrounds and take a bus to the start, which is at Fashion Island.
Correct. And we do have a fair amount of parking at the start line. You can park down at the start line once you get down there. And in the runner's packet, actually in the email that we'll be sending tomorrow, that's also going to be in there to tell you the different places you can park. But you can park at the start. You can be dropped off at the start. You can park at the finish. We have shuttles that will bring you right to the start line. And give yourself some time. I mean, it is an early race. It's early, like all those Disney races. It's 5:30.
Mm-hmm.
So 5:30 for the full marathon. For the full marathon. So really, it's you think you have plenty of time, but give yourself a little bit more. And then with the parking, we'll have shuttles, the same shuttles that are bringing people to the start line early in the morning. Those buses will continue to run all the way up until about 1:30 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So if you did park at the start line, you'll be able to catch one of those school buses and bring you right back to the
Awesome.
corner right by the Marriott and the start line. So you can get right next to where your car was when you drove in the morning. Yeah.
I always tell people, like, it just depends on where you want to sit on the bus. So do you want to sit on a bus before your race, or do you want to sit on a bus after you've ran 26 miles? That's kind of how you can decide where you want to park that morning.
Yeah, and folks, remember that there's thousands of people that will be converging on the same parking lot. Do not wait till the last minute to try and arrive and get the bus. You don't want to sleep in 10 extra minutes on marathon morning or half marathon morning. If they're running the marathon, what time should they plan to be in that parking lot? No later than blank. for at the finish line parking lot if they're going to get on a bus?
Yeah, well, we will be sending out some, we take all those marathon runners and we split them into 3 or 4 different time groups.
Okay.
And that's kind of a random thing, but they start at 4:10 and 4:10, 4:20 and 4:30. And so and the buses will take off even sooner than that. As soon as there's 50 people there at the finish line, the buses will start rolling. They get there about 3:45. But it's going to get really busy on that 5 o'clock bus, 4:50, 5 o'clock bus, because you have all the half marathoners. So don't think that you're going to get to the fairgrounds at 4:45 or 5 o'clock and that you're going to catch a bus and be able to be there for the start of the full marathon. It just, I don't like that kind of stress on marathon morning, and it's going to put you in a place you don't want. So give yourself plenty of time. It's going to be a beautiful morning. I don't know if you guys have seen the forecast, but it looks like it's going to be about 57 degrees with just clear right now is what it looks like. Going up to about a 68, 69, maybe 70. So it's going to be picture perfect, I think.
I love it. And then what about half marathon? What are the bus times for that?
The buses, we have a 4:30 is our overlap bus. And that goes until 5:15 is our last bus for the half marathon, our last time that we recommend. And so everyone's going to be getting all this email tomorrow that's going to tell them their bib number, and then here's your suggested bus time. We're not going to be checking. It's probably giving away too much information, but we're not going to be checking and saying, oh, sorry, you missed your slot. You got to go home. We're not going to do that. But we really do want people to, it's kind of on your honor. Please try to get there when we say we've divided up into a certain number of people. And if we can just have, reasonable amount of success, everyone's going to get there in time, and it's going to keep everyone's stress level down.
And if anyone's wondering, can I get dropped off at the start line? Yes, you can be dropped off. You can take an Uber. You can get your friend to drop you off. You can drop off and pick up in either location as you see fit. But yeah, those are the options that they've set up for you. You guys.
Yeah, and I think we have just a few. I mean, literally like 8 or 9, maybe 10 VIP options still open, and you can't get that online anymore. But you could get there at the expo and say, I want to do the VIP package. It is $130. What that gets you is a full VIP experience at the start line, your own VIP luxury bathrooms, some coffee and some pastries and some things there at the start line. It has your own personal item storage. Pardon me?
Bathrobes and slippers.
Yeah, and no bathrobes and slippers, but it's pretty darn not maybe that nice. Most people don't stay in the nice places you stay in, Rudy. So, so then, and you hand our our VIP coordinator right there at the start line, your extra jacket or your robe and slippers that you want to wear at the finish line, whatever it is. And you put that in that clear bag. Everyone's going to be getting a clear bag at the expo. We kind of missed that part. Everyone, when they come to the expo, they're going to get a clear bag with their swags. It's going to have their T-shirt's going to be put in it. It's going to have some goodies, including a cliff shot or cliff goo. I can't talk. And all these things are going to be in that goodie bag, but it's clear, and that's important because at the start line we have our UPS personal item storage, and everyone will take that bag on their bib that you get. It's going to have a tear off that has the same number as your bib. And you're going to take that and you're going to put that on that clear bag and you're going to hand it to the UPS volunteers. They are tremendous. They're a great partner. They've been with us for 10 years, probably 12 years also. And so for those VIPs that I was talking about a minute ago, we're going to bring those over to you, and your stuff will be sitting in our VIP finish line tent. So you can come and get a breakfast right afterwards. But for everyone else who doesn't choose to spend that $130, you'll be using your UPS personal item storage. You'll make your way to the finish line, and then as soon as you finish, there's the 6 UPS trucks. You'll be able to go get your bag, handed back to you by a smile and a UPS wonderful guy. And it's just a great partnership that we have with UPS.
So to answer Melissa's question, UPS will have extra bags there at the start line, so they'll have the bags that she can put her stuff in at that time.
Ooh, omelets. Very nice, Julia. Yeah.
The VIP is luxurious.
For sure.
I can say that because I snuck in there one time.
Right, one time.
Yeah, just one.
Yeah. Okay, so we're at the start line. We're lining up. And again, you want to be there early. Don't wait. There's always that weird person that shows up. We'll go. And then 20 minutes later, someone's like, can I start?
Did the marathon start yet?
Oh, my gosh. So be there early. And I promise you, be there part of the time. We'll have fun. We'll make it worth your while. Let's go. Marathon starts at 5:30.
Mm-hmm.
Will we have waves?
We do show on the bibs too. We probably will just let them all go at once for the marathon, to let them get out of there, and then create the largest distance between the marathon and the half marathon. But we do have 6 waves in the half marathon, so that starts at 6:15.
Okay,
So.
little bit of house cleaning. Your race bibs go on the very front side of your shirt, not your back, not your side. And the reason being, number one, is so our course officials know you belong on the course. From start to finish, you are the only people we expect to see on the course, especially at the finish line. Do not bring your baby or your grandpa or your loved one. No, only someone who's earned the privilege to go through that finish line should be there. It's a secure area. Many races will disqualify an athlete for coming across with a kid or a baby. So don't do it. It's dangerous. And we don't tolerate that very nicely. Right?
The finish line is an area of honor. We'd like to honor all of our athletes for going the distance. And it should be you and only you. And
so that's it. Race bibs on the front. For that reason, also, we have our photography team out there taking your picture. And the only way you will find your beautiful pictures post race is if your race bib is exposed and they can identify your number to your face. So for a variety of reasons, put that race bib on the front.
That's good housekeeping.
Yeah, thank you.
Gary, in the half marathon, are corrals assigned, or are we going by expected per mile race pace or finish time?
Yeah, no, we've used the estimated finishing time with our corral 1 through corral 6. So just for those who are running their first race of this kind, your bib will have a chip on it. It's an RFID chip. You don't need to rush to the front. You don't need to do anything. You can be in corral number 4 or 5 or 6, and your time does not start until you cross that starting line. So it's there's no reason to rush and go crazy. You'll get 2 times in. You're going to get a gun time, and you're going to get your chip time. And so just don't even worry about that gun time. Just go out there and have a great time, and start when it's your corral.
Yeah, and don't be cranky if you're assigned to corral number 6, because what I find is the corrals get more fun. And more fun the further we go back. And so if you're in corral 3 instead of 6, maybe you should be sad that you're in 3, because the people in 6 are likely to have far more fun. So I encourage everybody to have the best time.
Can I tell a story about you last year?
Oh, please.
Please.
Okay.
Please. I wasn't there. I'd love to hear it.
That's right. Fitz loves when I tell stories about it. Now, anyway, it was my role was to make sure that Fitz got from the start line to the finish line. And remember we talking about getting stressed out. When I'm at the start line and my duty is to get the race announcer to the finish line in time, I'm like, Fitz, we got to go. But this corral's the best. Fitz, we have to leave. Okay. No, one more. I don't want to miss my runners. And you kept getting more energy the later on we went. We finally got to the 5th or 6th corral, and it was all I could do. I had to just about lift you up and carry you off the stage to get you in my car. Is that true?
I knew if I left, then it was going to go so boring, and they just are fun. And I knew we'd get there in time. So, but yeah, so that's the boss, or that's the boss. Gary's the boss. And I was like, no, I'm not leaving. No. And so I was like,
True.
Just combine the last two waves. And so we let corral like 5 and 6 go together. And the second I yelled go, it was like a little bit of yay. And Gary went, oh, grab me around my waist and spun me around. But you know what? I know I probably sound like a brat, but I fight for them. I love the runners, and they deserve all the fun, right?
And then you were right. We got there in plenty of time.
Oh yeah, that's right. We did.
I admitted it. You
did. And thank you for not firing me on the spot for being so belligerent, but it was really fun. And, he's all like, we got to go. But then I get the crowd up and Gary's like, yeah, this is really fun. We should leave. Oh, we're not leaving. So
That's funny.
We're going to have a great time. Oh, and thank you, Jeremy. Jeremy's always a good time at the start line. Oh, and Kelly, look at this. I'm always right, Kelly.
Oh, geez.
This is so
Wait a
good.
minute. This has got to stop.
These are my people.
This has got to stop. Hi, I'm Rudy.
No.
I'm a race announcer as well with Fitz. I'm the junior.
Junior Poobah. That's
right. There we go.
So, will there be water at the start line, or should people bring their own?
Yeah, it's we're not going to have water at the start. It's really hard to hand water to 8,000, 9,000 people in a start line area. So we don't have water there, but there will be water, shortly after you start the race. There'll be a lot of porta potties. We'll have porta potties at mile 1, and then we'll have water stations beginning right at mile 2 and 4, and about every mile after that on the first half. On the second half, we have a couple that, where you go 1.5 miles between them, but we do have water, and we have Gatorade at about 7 or 8 spots out on the course, and we will have the cliff. Well, you'll get a cliff bar at the finish line, but you get a cliff shot at mile 10 and at mile 18 or 19 as well. So there's gonna be some stuff out there for you, but we usually hand out more food items, and we're a little bit more careful because of the last couple of years of what we're dealing with. But bring those energy things that you need. You'll get a little bit out there, but no water at the start line, plenty on the course.
Okay, so Gary, what Gatorade product is it that's being offered, and what is the setup on the course? Is water first, followed by the Gatorade, or is it Gatorade and then water?
We'll where we give you a Cliff gel, that will be way before the water, so you can go ahead and wash it down. And then we'll have I think the Gatorade is second at the locations. But it is the fruit punch, Gatorade fruit punch on the course.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we've got a few of those people asking us, and that's it is probably the most widely accepted. Most people run with that more than anything else. We have had other partners in the past, and it's really hard to come up with a new electrolyte that people haven't trained with before. And we found that Gatorade is one of those that really does. It's most easily accepted by the most people.
That it was invented at the University of Florida.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, also, everybody should know that we're talking about hydration. There's at least about 72 billion porta potties at the start line. I might be off a few, but porta potties everywhere. And then, how often do we have porta potties on the course?
We have them at every water station.
Awesome.
And so you shouldn't have any problems with that whatsoever. I mean, we will have them at every single water station throughout the course.
Fantastic.
Now, Gary, a number of people will be running with their own cooler, pack, whatever. Are there fill opportunities at the water station for them to not necessarily refill, but add water or Gatorade if they decide they want that in there?
On the second half of the course, we actually have the Cure 1.5 liter bottles. Okay. So yes, those if you have your own pack, that you need to fill, absolutely. So you can do that for sure.
Okay.
And then if you happen to be, one of those, we have we have a balloon lady that's our last official runner. And so if you happen to fall behind the balloon lady, we also hand out a water for those people, because the water stations do have to start packing up in our official time, which is 16 minutes per mile.
Okay, I was going to ask, because not everybody might be familiar with the balloon lady concept. She will keep that, essentially, that pace for the entire time.
Absolutely. She starts when the last runner crosses the start line, both on the half and the full, or the full and the half. They take off, and then they maintain that 16-mile-an-hour time frame. And the police, public safety, everyone on course, they recognize that that's the last official runner. So our water stations can start picking up. We give a little bit of time. There are a few places on the course that we have to open at this exact time. There are others that we have a little bit more of a gray area on, and they try to leave as much open as possible. But the worst thing that's going to happen is you'll be asked to become a regular pedestrian. If you're well behind the balloon lady, you may have to use the sidewalks. You may have to go ahead and push the button for safe crossing of a street. But we will be there at the finish line with water, with food, with everything, to the very last runner, regardless of what time it is, and giving them their medal and everything else.
Entertainment on the course?
Yes. Not on the first half. We have some singers on, I think we decided on mile 11. We don't have hardly anything on the front because it's all Newport Beach in the community, and it's so early. So we don't do that. On the back half, we have a number of bands and entertainment. And then, we've talked about it a number of times. When you finally finish, we have Flashback Heart Attack on the main stage. So,
they are so much fun.
Yeah,
they're
a
80s cover band, and they're wild. And the one regret I have from every single OC Marathon weekend I've ever announced is that I never get to be at the party, and everybody's having so much fun. I'm grateful to be at the finish line, welcoming our athletes, but the festival is so good. So good.
Yeah, we may have to have Rudy do a little bit of extra on his own time, and I'll take you over there and get you up there on the stage.
She's not going to leave because she's afraid if she leaves the finish line, she'll miss one person. Mm-hmm. If she misses one, it's just like,
it's a house of cards. It'll never happen.
Okay.
So the course is amazing. Aren't they, Gary, how many cities are they actually going to be going through? This is a huge undertaking.
It really is. So the half marathon, we spend 11 miles in Newport Beach. It is, I'd put it up against any half marathon anywhere. And then just a little bit of time in Costa Mesa, and they finish at the OC Fair and Event Center. The full marathon begins in Newport Beach, hits a little bit of Costa Mesa, goes into Irvine, back into Costa Mesa, around the Performing Arts Center, which is just amazing sculptures and beautiful architecture, around South Coast Plaza. So the race begins at Fashion Island, one of the world's most famous and best shopping areas, and includes South Coast Plaza, the only thing that even kind of rivals the first one. So they're both amazing places. You can drop. You can buy an awful lot of nice things at these places. And so please, after you finish your run or before you run, go visit South Coast Plaza, go visit Fashion Island, and enjoy yourself. But yeah, then we go into Santa Ana for 3 miles, and some nice some tree-lined streets, and then we have about 1.5 miles on what's called the Santa Ana River Trail. And then back into Costa Mesa near the golf course, and through the neighborhoods of West Costa Mesa. It's a fun area. The people come out and enjoy the people. And I think that since it's been so long, it's been 1,000 days, they're really going to come out and cheer everyone on.
I agree. Look, Laura's commenting on the shopping center. Yes, it could be. Oh, the least expensive. Yeah, just cruising through it. That's the only way to do it, Laura. So early on, we had a question, advice for someone new for race morning and stuff. I have a few things I'd like to share that I think are important. Number one, don't wear anything new at all. You wear in those shoes that you trust, that have worked for you, that you haven't had your blisters or your toenails fall off. I mean, a marathon, you might lose a toenail, but all toenails go to heaven, so you don't have to worry about that. But don't wear anything new. You don't have to worry about chafing or blisters. Just tried and true. You can shop. Just wear the other stuff at another time. Don't eat anything new the night before or the morning of race day. Remember, tried and true carbohydrate protein mix is probably the best fuel you're going to get, carbs and protein. I would avoid maybe spicy vegetable dishes at midnight.
Burrito? Burrito with a lot of salsa,
It
a lot of
depends what kind of
guacamole.
burrito. And then hydration starts now. Hydration starts today. Don't wait until Friday. Don't wait till Saturday or Sunday. Hydration starts today. That's water. That's your electrolytes. Keep it coming. Anything else you expert runners have to add? Rudy, Gary, Kelsey.
Well,
Go ahead.
Well, I'll jump in real quick on this. I think that you're correct. You don't even wait till Saturday night to decide what you're going to do for Sunday. Make that plan now. Know what you're going to wear. And I think it's really important. Not only do you start hydrating right now, you start fueling. Give yourself the best chance of having a great day on Sunday, if this is going to be your first half of your full. And I think the night before, we talked about stress for parking. Lay your stuff out. Pin your bib to your shirt. Don't start looking for those safety pins when it's dark at 4 o'clock in the morning and you're scrambling around. Lay it all out. And then, it's going to be chilly there. We talked about UPS personal item storage, and that's a great way to go. But if there's going to be something that you're going to, wear, because, and then throw it at the start line, you can do that also. It will be gathered up, and eat a very nice, healthy. I always think that a bagel is one of the best morning. It's a complex carb. It burns slowly. So those are the kind of things to do. But plan ahead.
Absolutely, Kelsey. What were you going to add?
I was going to say that whole thought on timing that we talked about quite a few times, but I would say in everything that you're doing this weekend, just give yourself a good extra 20, 30 minutes to just be relaxed, be comfortable, to enjoy what you're doing and not have to feel that race morning or even expo stress. I think it'll make for a more relaxing experience for everyone.
I agree. Rudy?
Well, the one part we haven't covered here is you're running, we got the 5K, of course, but you're running the half marathon and the marathon. You come back onto the fairgrounds and you're doing that straight shot to the finish line. Take it away. Wow. I love your finish advice.
Well, it's really good advice. It is very good advice. So here's the deal. You have been looking forward to this experience for a very long time. You paid for it. You trained for it. Many of you are traveling a really far way for it. So when you get to that finish line, you need to celebrate your success. And I don't care if you PR'd. I don't care if you PR'd. The fact that you went from the point A to point D gives you the not only the right, the privilege, but the obligation to have that yay me moment. That's right. And so you put your dang hands up, or you get the number one finger, which I love best. But you definitely smile. You do not look down at your watch with a frowny face.
Worst picture ever.
Worst picture ever. And you know what? If you do that, I'll send you back and make you do it again. So, we won 100% success on happy faces at the finish line. And for real, I mean, this is a big deal. Even if it's your 47th marathon, it's a big deal. You should know that it's a big deal. So we're gonna make a real stink of you. Take your earbuds out. Don't go through the finish line like that, because we're gonna say nice things to you. Anything to add?
No. The only thing, before you get to the finish line, you're going to come across a lot of great volunteers. Make sure you thank the volunteers as you're going through. This has been a really tough year for volunteers, for us, and we're digging deep, finding good groups to be out there. So really, as you're from the very beginning, when you start seeing some people out there that are helping, they got out there probably as early as you. They're having to stand around, so it's a little bit chilly. Thank them for what they do out there. They are the most fantastic people that we have. We couldn't do without them. So thank the volunteers, please.
Absolutely. And one more tip is wear your sunscreen. So unless you're going to run that half marathon real darn fast, sunscreen. The folks from Boston last week had like the most crazy farmer tans I've ever seen. And sunburns are not healthy. And so if you're out to be healthy, definitely put on your sunscreen and the type on your face that won't drip into your eyes. Get some like bullfrog or something that sticks. Yes. We'll have John Wayne Cancer Foundation out there fighting melanoma.
No, this is all great stuff. And I think that if people follow what you guys are saying, they're going to have a great time out there. Smile and enjoy it. It's, we're doing all this for you.
Yeah. We love our athletes. All of us do. I hope they all show up and know how welcome and wanted they are. And I hope they go home feeling celebrated and congratulated and triumphant. It's going to be a great weekend.
For sure.
Anything
else to add, Kelsey? Come on, this is your time.
No, I think we talked a little bit about it, but I think something on the advice side that we didn't get to, but just enjoying everything out there. I mean, the views are amazing. The volunteers, like you said, all the entertainment that we have. Make sure you're taking that moment to really enjoy. Take some pictures if that's how you enjoy something. But yeah, I think there's so much to enjoy. So make sure to just enjoy every moment of the weekend for sure.
And they should tag Team Noisy. They should tag Run the OC. They should tag SDCCU. What else should they tag out there? This is really important stuff.
Tag OC Marathon. Tag Celebrate OC. Tag Gary Kutscher. He needs more followers.
That's right. Hey, and the reason we want these tags, guys, is that creates a bit of a family photo album. So I can go on Instagram and search #RunTheOC, and then all those photos that we're taking on our race weekends will populate. And we particularly love resharing all of your exciting images. So, use that hashtag, tag @OC Marathon. I'm at Fitzness. I like the tag stuff. I'm on Instagram. Rudy's hanging out on Facebook till the end of time.
He's got his MySpace account.
MySpace. That was mean. That was so funny.
Sorry, Rudy.
Oh, I can hardly wait to see you.
We hope everyone comes to the Team Noisy happy hour for hugs and fun times. That's Saturday, 2:30. Everyone's welcome. And we're gonna have a great weekend.
Love to hear about great weather. It's going to be a fantastic weekend. And Gary and Kelsey and the huge team and volunteers are committed to making your STCCU OC Marathon, half marathon, 5K experience absolute magic. That's Fitz. I'm Rudy.
Thank you guys for what you do for us. Not only putting this together for us and getting us great information out there, but just thank you for being a part of our event for so many years. It means a lot to us.
It's a privilege. We love you.
We wouldn't have it any other way.
No.
All right.
Listen, we're going to end this with the other video. Remember, there's another video.
Another
one. Yay! Okay. So everybody say goodbye, and we'll see you all on Friday.
We'll see you soon.
Everybody.
Bye, guys.